turn to solve one JEE mains limits question. So let's start to solve, guys. The question is, if alpha is the positive root of the equation p of x is equal to x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0, then limit of x tends to alpha plus positive alpha of root of 1 minus cos of p of x divided by x plus alpha minus 4 is equal to what? And guys, this question was asked in JEE mains 2020. So basically, I can't just say that this question belongs to limits. Okay, it also includes your quadratic equation. It also includes your limit, as I told, limits and derivatives, and it also includes your trigonometry, because one trigonometry identity is needed in order to solve this particular limit. Okay, so first what I am going to do, listen very carefully. First I am going to find the value of alpha. First I am going to find what is alpha. So in this question, they are saying alpha is the positive root of the equation, that is p of x. So that means I need to find the roots of the equation p of x. If you find the roots of the equation p of x, then I can know which root is positive. So the root which is positive out of those two roots will be your alpha, and from that I will say that alpha is that value. Okay, so let me find the roots of p of x. Your roots of p of x is nothing but x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0 is your p of x. Correct now? Is your p of x. So now I am going to solve this equation. That means I am going to find the roots of this equation. So here I can use your factorization technique itself, guys, because it will be very easier now. Okay, instead of using that quadratic formula in this type of equation, it's better to use your factorization, that's splitting the middle term. So how you can split is x square into minus 2 is minus 2x square. So I think you can split it as minus 2x square, then minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. I can split like this now. I can split like this now because x square into 2 is 2x square. So that's all I can split it as minus 2x plus x, because minus 2x into x is minus 2x square. So now people will split. After that I can take common factor for first two terms. Then I will get x into x minus 2. Then plus of 1 into x minus 2 will be equal to 0. So finally I will get x minus 2 into x plus 1 will be equal to 0. That's the final form that I got after your factorization. So from this I will say the solution for this equation, that means the roots of this equation will be either 2 or minus 1. Correct now? That will be the solution for this equation. That means roots of the equation p of x. Now people, what you are supposed to understand is, your x can take two values. Either it can take 2 or minus 1. But for us, the main motive is not to find your alpha. So here, they are given alpha is the positive root of this equation. Here, out of these two roots, which root is positive? Only 2 is positive. So from this, I will see that your value of alpha will be 2. Correct now? Correct now? Using the equation, I just found out the roots. Your roots are 2, minus 1. Now, your alpha is a positive root. Out of these two values, which is positive? 2 is positive, and that's why I am saying alpha is 2. Okay? I hope that makes you people clear. Now after this, I will rub this equation, because this equation is not much important. I just solve this equation in order to find your alpha value. Now it's going to be very simple, guys. What you are going to do is put the value of alpha in this particular limit. When you put the value of alpha in this limit, I will get the same limit as limit of x tends to alpha plus. Alpha plus means positive alpha. So what is your alpha? That is 2. So I can write it as 2 plus, because I am having x tends to alpha plus. That will be x tends to 2 plus. Then root of 1 minus cos of p of x. Guys, after solving some steps, I will put the value of p of x. Don't worry now. Then divided by, when you put alpha is 2, then you will get it as x plus 2 minus 4. X plus 2 minus 4 will be x minus 2. Okay. X plus 2 minus 4 is x minus 2, because your alpha is 2. And also we know that your p of x is nothing but, as in the question is given, p of x is x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. That's your polynomial p of x. I mean that equation p of x. Okay, so now people, this is something you will get when you put alphas 2 in this particular limit. They will get it as x tends to 2 plus, because you are having alpha plus and root of 1 minus cos of p of x. You may ask me one thing, hey man, p of x is this particular equation, why don't you put that value? You will ask me. But guys, at last I will put that value, because now if I put, this looks very complicated now. This looks very big. So that is why I wrote like this. Now after this, you are supposed to use one trigonometry identity. What is that identity? What I am going to do is, here I am having limit of x tends to 2 plus of root of 1 minus cos of p of x. Root of 1 minus cos of p of x. What is 1 minus cos of p of x? This looks like a form of 1 minus cos theta. Your 1 minus cos theta is nothing but 2 sin square theta by 2, and it's a famous identity because in most of the JEE Mains question this is used. Okay, if you go to any special coaching center, they teach you these things. That is why we say coaching center is that important, because in coaching only guys they tell you these things. I'm not saying in self-study also you can do, like you should study better books like your Cengage or study materials. Okay, that is good, but I'm saying those things are very important if you want to know such identity. I'm not talking about this particular identity. Many things are there. So if you need to learn, you should study some extra books. Don't lie on NCERT. Okay. So we know 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. So here, when you use this identity, I can write the same as limit of x tends to 2 plus of root of 1 minus cos of p of x. Here, your p of x is theta. Correct now? I am having 1 minus cos of p of x. Here your p of x is theta. So I can write it as 2 sin square. 2 sin square theta by 2. What is theta? That is p of x. Then by 2. Then finally the denominator we have x minus 2. Okay, ma? So that's what I use, no? Just in this 1 minus cos of p of x, I use this identity, that is 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. Using that I wrote like this. Here your theta is p of x. Don't forget that. So now people, I will rub this. So now after this, what you are going to do, we just solve this limit, okay? When you solve it as limit of x tends to 2 plus only, positive 2. Then root of 2 sin square p of x by 2. What is root of 2 sin square p of x by 2? We know root of 2 is root 2 only. Then root of sin square of p of x by 2 will be sin of p of x by 2. Correct na? Root of sin square of p of x by 2 will be sin of p of x by 2. That 2 will get cancelled. That's square 2. Then divided by x minus 2. This is something I am having. Now I know you guys will ask me one question. What you guys will ask me is, hey man, you said root of 2 is root 2. That is okay. How root of sin square of px by 2 will be sin of px by 2? You will ask me this question. Basically, you know one thing now guys. Root x square is mod of x. When you come to 11th standard, this is one of the important formula that you are supposed to know. Root of x square is mod of x. Using this logic only, you will ask this question. Root of 2 is root 2 only. So root of sin square of px by 2 will be mod of sin of px by 2. You will ask this question to me. But guys, see what your x tends to. Your x tends to positive 2. Positive. Don't forget that. Your x tends to positive 2. So anyway, it will be x only. Root of x square is equal to mod of x. Either I can write as x itself. Because your x tends to positive 2. Don't forget that. And also, see what function I am having. I am having sine function. So these things you should know already. Okay. So I can write this root of 2 sin square px by 2 as root 2 into root of sin square of px by 2. That will be sine of px by 2. Now I will rub this guys. Now I will rub this. Now after this, what you are supposed to do is just put the value of p of x. Just put the value of p of x. That's all. That's what you are supposed to do. That's what you are supposed to do now. So what I took of p of x, I mean what is p of x? Your p of x is, wait, I will write the limit. Limit of x tends to 2 plus of root 2 into what is p of x? That is sine of p of x by 2. What is p of x? That is x square minus x minus 2 by 2. Then divided by the denominator I am having x minus 2. This is something I know. Correct now? This same limit only I am writing here, but I am putting the value of p of x, that is x square minus x minus 2 by 2. Now people, after this is going to be just such a simple. What is x square minus x minus 2? What is x square minus x minus 2? Just now we told now. Just now we solved, right? What we got? I think we got it as x minus 2 into x minus 1, right? So I can write the same limit as, I will like limit as LT 2 plus of root 2 into sine of x square minus x minus 2. When I factorize, I think we will get it as x minus 2 into x plus 1. Correct now? When you factor x square minus x minus 2, you will get it as x minus 2 into x plus 1, then divided by 2. Okay. So now after this, in the denominator I have x minus 2. This is something you will be left out when you factorize this. It's very simple, guys. I add sine of p of x by 2. What I took for p of x? I took p of x as x square minus x minus 2. When you factorize, this is something you will get. Now people, this is where you guys should be very careful. This is where you guys should be very careful. Now, I can't just directly solve this particular limit very easily. I can't just directly solve this particular limit very easily because I have limit of x into 2 plus of root 2 sine of x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2. Then divided by x minus 2. This is something I had now. Now I can't just directly evaluate it. But I can do one thing. I can multiply this inside expression. That means the expression inside limit. I can multiply it with x plus 1 by 2 and I can divide it by x plus 1 by 2. Can't I do like that? You guys itself say me. Anyway, these two terms will get cancelled. That's not a problem. I am multiplying the inside expression with x plus 1 by 2 and divided it by x plus 1 by 2. So as I am dividing it, I will put it in the denominator. Such a simple thing. Multiply by x plus 1 by 2. As I am dividing x plus 1 by 2, I will put in the denominator. Okay, now what is the reason of doing this? Because see the path that is circled. Please see the path that is circled. Sine of x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 into x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 will be 1 when x tends to 2 plus. Correct na? Guys, this is one of the property and this property you guys are supposed to know. Okay, this property you are supposed to know. Okay, so this will be nothing but 1. So as I am having 2 plus. So this will be nothing but root 2 into sine of x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 will be 1. So I don't need to consider it. Then into x plus 1 by 2. What is x? That is 2. So 2 plus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. So into 3 by 2 something you will have. Then you get this 3 root 2 by 2. Now when you rationalize this, I think you will get it as 3 by 2 root 2. No? Yeah, I think that's the right answer. 3 by 2 root 2. Okay? Yeah, limit of x tends to a. Yes, 3 by root 2 is the, not 3 by root 2 is the answer for the question. Sine of x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 will be 1. That's one of the standard limit. As your x tends to 2 plus. Okay, so that's so I wrote it as root 2 into this 1. I don't need to consider this, the path that is circled, into x plus 1 by 2. What is x? It is 2 plus. So that will be 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. So when you rationalize, finally you get the answer is 3 by root 2. And that's all, guys. That's all about this question. Thank you. Make education simple.